Hey everyone, it's Daylon again, and welcome to our coaching question of the month. I hope you have been staying safe and healthy during the heightened alert phase during COVID. And the coaching question of this month has to do with decision making. And it's something I use personally, not just thinking about user experience design, but also for life decisions in general. The coaching question of this month is, what would happen if you continue doing what you're doing? What's the upside of it? What's the downside of it? What would happen if you make a change, right? What's the upside of it and what's the downside of it? Think about the upside being the reward and the downside being the kind of risk. So when it comes to the risk and the reward, if you continue to do what you're doing, is there going to be a change in terms of the risk and the reward? Chances are there's not going to be a lot of risk because you've been doing something you've been doing for a long period of time and nothing is going to change either, right? So you're not going to get the reward that you wish for or the results and the outcomes that you wish for. Now, what if you make that change, right? Any change carries some form of a risk. And if it carries some kind of downside and risk, are you willing and are you able to accept that downside and risk? So what's the worst that could happen in this case? And also think about not just what's the worst that could happen, but also what's the best that could happen. What's a realistic ideal outcome of the reward and the upside? So by being very realistic about the downside and the upside and being prepared to face the consequences of the downside when you're making a change, let's say you decide to switch your career, right? Let's say you decide to change your career from being something you've been doing for the last 5 to 10 years to something that you really are truly passionate about, whether it's coding, whether it's UX design, whether it's product management. Now, if let's say you decide to make that change, what would life be like, right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, look into the future. And a lot of times we get stuck in doing what we continue to do because we feel that it's much safer to stay where we're at, within our comfort zone, and not shift out of it. So here's the coaching question of the month. It's something to ponder on. What would happen if you continue doing what you're doing? What is the upside? What is the downside? And what would happen if you actually do make a change? No matter how small that change is, what is the upside and what is the downside? And the important thing is, don't overwhelm yourself, but try your best to actually take small active steps, such as watching this video, such as going through the previous coaching questions that we have, such as signing yourself up for a course or kind of reading a book. So all these little active steps help you get closer to where you need to be, right? This is Daylon. I'm a design educator and founder of CuriousCore. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please tell me what you think about it below, and feel free to like and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next month for the next coaching question of the month. Meanwhile, please take care and stay healthy and hearty. Ciao.